Ladies and gentlemen, we have invited you here to release the information that we know on the death that occurred last Saturday morning and the subsequent investigation of that. We went exactly by the book and the way things are supposed to be handled. We turned it over to SLED for them to do an impartial investigation. They have done that. Today we were made aware, we actually knew that someone had videoed what had happened. We were trying to find out who the young man was. We had made SLED aware of that. He undoubtedly brought the video to the family, and it was given to SLED. And I can tell you that as the result of that video and the bad decision made by our officer, he will be charged with murder. And that's not something that we like to hear or like to say, but it goes to say how we work as a community. When you're wrong, you're wrong. And if you make a bad decision, don't care if you're behind a shield or just a citizen on the street, you have to live by that decision. And so we as a city want the family to know that our hearts and our thoughts are with them, our prayers are with them. Anything that we can do for them, we're here to do. We do not look at the responsibility we have lightly. We take the role that when we do wrong, we do wrong. But I want you to remember, we've got 343 police officers in our department. This is a bad decision by one of those 343. And I think the lesson that we take out of this, and hopefully the general public takes out of it, is that when an incident occurs, give us the appropriate time to investigate, find out exactly what happened, and we will act accordingly. We'll turn it over to the chief to give you any more and answer any questions you may have.
And I just, it's been a tragic day for me. A tragic day for me. I'm sure the family is going through remorse over the loss of a loved one, and when you hear news, it's still tragic. When you first get news, just that we've been gotten today. So that's what I would say. Just it is not reflective of this, the entire police department of the city of North Charleston. The one does not totally throw a blanket across the name. And I think that's true in life. So it is a tragic event. Any questions?
Yes, can you tell us, has he been arrested already?
I can tell you that I'm not sure if the term arrest has been done, but he is in a place where he will certainly be incarcerated very shortly.
He's in your custody currently?
He is not in ours. SLED is the investigating agency.
So SLED is pursuing an arrest at this moment?
Yes.
And he'll be in your custody tonight?
Not in our custody.
But in SLED's custody?
SLED is in the investigating agency, and they are securing the room.
And how does that work here in Carolina? So which jail will he be placed in?
He'll probably be in Charleston County Jail. Charleston County Detention Center. Detention Center.
Can you tell me about the incident itself? There were a lot of questions based on that video with ABC.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to refer some of this to SLED because we're just getting this, we're like you. We're just getting a lot of this information very quickly, so I'm going to have to refer some of those questions to Slade.
Let me ask you this one though. One of the things we saw in the video was it looked like he and the officer who assisted, changed guns. Is that some sort of procedure after a police shooting that takes place where the officer with the gun has to turn it over to another one?
If that's what you saw, it was probably a supervisor securing the weapon that was used. I don't remember seeing that because I had to step out of the room. But it was probably a supervisor securing the weapon as evidence.
Can you tell us what time today you, I'm sure, had to make that phone call and tell him that, this is what's going on?
I have not made that phone call.
You didn't slip.
Chief, can you tell us, or anybody tell us what you saw in the video?
You saw it.
I haven't seen it, sir.
So I saw a confrontation between an individual and a police officer, and as the individual took off from the police officer, he was shot.
How many times?
I do not know. As far as the video, I didn't count the number that I saw.
And what was your reaction, sir?
You've been around me a long time, and you know I think that all of these police officers on this force, men and women, are like my children. So you tell me how a father would react to seeing his child do something. I'll let you answer that yourself.
Will the video be made public anytime soon?
Sir?
Will the video be made public?
I'm sure it will be.
But it's in the possession of SLED. We do not have possession.
Well, I think some news
Oh,
media
yeah,
are-
maybe, yeah, select news media.
We have it tonight.
So do we.
We actually, let me say, we actually only saw the video about an hour ago. First time we got it.
That's the city, not SLED, correct?
Correct.
That's right.
SLED brought the video for us to see.
Here's a question. It's a heavy one. If it weren't for this video, would he be charged with murder at this point?
That's a question, let me answer that. You're asking us to speculate. The video is very demonstrative of exactly what happened. Without the video, and that was the only witness there was a gentleman that was making the video, it would be difficult to ascertain exactly what did occur. We want to thank the young person that came forward with the video because it has helped us resolve the issue. But for us to try to speculate what would have happened, I don't know. I just know that there's two families that are in bad way right now. Our prayers and thoughts go with both of the families. And we have tried, we made an attempt today to meet with the family of the victim. And it was hard to get them together to do that. We've tried in the last couple of days to give them space, give them an opportunity to take in exactly what had occurred, mourn, before we went to meet with them. And we will reach out to them to help them in any way that we can. Brenda, did you have a question?
Is there, are you doing anything in particular to keep the people of North Charleston calm? Is there anything you want to say to them?
We have been working through a lot of the leadership within the community. The chief has been talking regularly with those folks, and we think that they have handled it accordingly, giving us an opportunity and a chance to do a proper investigation. And we agree with SLED's interpretation of what happened, and we support that interpretation. And we will continue to reach out to the community. We ask that if they have any issues, we're more than happy to meet with them, to talk about any issues. But I can tell you, this one incident is not the norm for the North Charleston Police Department.
So Robert O'Brien, Chair.